Hey, Spring LaFay, Simply Tarot. Okay, this is going to be a special message for the sign of Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio in your birth chart, this message may be for you. These messages are timeless. You know, another thing I like to think about with the full moon and, you know, it's springtime or it's getting ready to be springtime, my time. Yeah, you know, we do all of this release and letting go of the past, cleaning out that way. Well, I am going to do some spring cleaning. Getting rid of stuff that no longer serves me here in my home as well. Yeah, I just look around and I see things and I think, why do I hang on to that stuff? So, yeah, going to be doing that for sure. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know today? What does Scorpio need to know? Whoops. What does Scorpio need to know? Somebody is leaving behind the past. They want happiness in their life. They want a new beginning. They want a blessed new beginning. You see, they're blessing the baby. They want something that is real, something that will last. Yeah, not something that is going to fall apart. Yeah. So, let's see what else they have for us here. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Can you tell me more for Scorpio, please? Can you tell me more? Well, they almost set that one up. Balancing their life. That's beautiful. See, now that's beauty. When we get to that point where we want this new beginning that's real, spiritual, you see, that's inside of a spiritual dwelling, that's blessed with what it needs, you know, to stay together, not to just fall apart. It's balancing. See, this person is balancing their life. And, yeah. That's beautiful. See? Okay. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Someone is no longer in the cage, and they are no longer doing what was negative or stagnant in their life. This is beautiful. You see, these birds are outside of the cage, and they're looking at him as, why are you in that cage? We put ourselves in these cages many times because we need to, you know, we have to learn our value. We have to learn our worth. We have to learn our patterns before we can actually end that cycle. Yes, earlier today I had a video come before me and I felt drawn to it, so I watched it. And it was actually about, you know, there's ending of cycles, and then there's there is your like season, ending a season and going into a new one. And the difference, the way that I took it, is ending a cycle is the ending of like a bad pattern that just keeps looping. Maybe we're going for the wrong type of person. Maybe we're it could be so many things. I know this is something that I found myself, to have patterns. And when I started working on myself, I started seeing these patterns, even though my children, they could see before me. And, it gives you such a strength to stand on your own, knowing that you have you, and you've ended a bad pattern. It's done. It's over with. And if a bad pattern brings you to a point of feeling stagnant, that's no good. I don't want to feel stagnant. I don't want to feel negative. I want to feel energized and alive. I want to, personally for me, if I want to go outside, I want to go outside. If I want to go walking, I want to go walking. I love nature. So, yeah. They're looking at him though like, hey, ma'am, the door's open. What you doing in that cage? But that's what happens, and that causes stagnation. So someone has really been doing the work. They have really been doing the work. And if it feels like if they haven't reached that point, they're going to get there, because they realized what they really truly want. And that's the way I am. I know what I want. Now, many other people, you got to know what you want, and you got to have the faith that you're going to have what you want. But you have to put in that work on yourself. People teach you lessons. These relationships that have ended, these relationships that feel like they have broken you, they have taught you something. Or if they haven't, you need to re-look back and figure out what you were supposed to learn. Lessons can be anything. It may not, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be just seeing something about yourself. Seeing how you should be seen. Definitely, knowing your worth and your value, and standing in your own. Be your own self. Be your own true, authentic self. Don't change yourself for anyone. Don't try to fit yourself in a box. When the one comes along for you, you won't have to do that. You won't have to. And the right one, you won't have to fit inside of someone's box, because you'll fit perfectly. Scorpio, please. Can you show me more for Scorpio? Can you show me more for Scorpio? Show me more for Scorpio, please. More for Scorpio, please. Scorpio. 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 Okay. See, we have someone here. This is the Emperor. And this does feel like a masculine who I'm talking to. Is standing his truth. He's standing in his truth. Now. Standing in his truth now. And when he finds his Empress, They will put each other on pedestals. They will both, because an empress knows her worth and her value. You know, it may take her a while to learn that. And, but when she does, she won't chase. And it's like, you know, because she wants an emperor, she doesn't want a, well, many times with the Knight of Wands, I get, you know, that person or whoever is in being discussed about is a player. You know, at some point, an empress has been through a lot, but they've learned from it. And they learn their value. It's all about value. I mean, yeah. Do you want something real, or do you want something that's not going to last? Do you want respect, or do you want just a fun time that just ends and breaks your heart in the long run? Yeah. See, that's something that has to be learned. You know, this is being abandoned. This baby has been abandoned. This person has been abandoned in their life. Probably by women. I mean, you know, it happens to men just like it happens to women. Yeah. Learning something, but also I don't know, it's like something about that computer. Learning something. Someone may be learning something. They may be watching like videos on how to learn something, or they could be taking classes, or there's something to do with computer. And it's like they have to look up things. Maybe they buy stuff offline. Then again, there is social media, you know, as well. This person has learned, set it free. And in doing so, they're set free. You know, it's like they have set themselves free to feel peace and to be happy, even as you see the bird flying away. Peace and happiness. Even though they left, you found that strength within yourself to know your own worth and your value and to be happy. Because you don't need anyone. You want someone, but you want the right one. You know, you want that right person, the one. The one that, you know, you're not going to have to chase. The one you're not going to have to beg for attention. The one that will put you on a pedestal and you'll put them on a pedestal. Scorpio, please. Scorpio, please. Scorpio, please. I always get that card when it's thinking about, okay. Okay. Well, we still have a little bit of work. It feels like for whoever this is. See, this is my work card. This is afraid of getting older and being alone. And no doors opening after you get older. Well, you know, I have looked at that myself. I'm no spring chicken. But, you know, I'm happy with me. And my thing is I have faith that I know I'm going to have what I want. And if you know what you want, and it's for the good, it's not hurting anyone, ask for it and have faith. Have faith. You know, you've got to realize that the right one is not, it's not going to be about looks. This is going to be a feeling, a click, just knowing is, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting. You know, a little bit of work. No, it doesn't feel like much though. It feels like this person, okay, knowing your truth. Knowing your truth. Getting out of the patterns that leave you in a maze, leave you in a loop where you do it over and over and over again. Yeah. Can you tell us any more? Can you tell us more, please? For Scorpio. This is a beautiful reading, though, because somebody's on the right path. Yeah. See, I have people tell me, oh, true love ain't real, and, you know, well, that's their opinion. I'm not giving up on it because I know what I want. But I'm not going to settle for less either. I'm not going to settle for less than I want anymore in my life. I know what I want. I know how I want to be. I know how I deserve to be treated. There. That's the difference. Yeah. And I didn't know that in my past. But I do now. Darned allergies is terrible. Oh my goodness. And I take allergy medicine and eat local honey because me and my children are beekeepers. So I eat the honey, but I've still got allergies. Scorpio, please. What does Scorpio need to know? Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition and it will lead you to, oh my God, I just got spirit tingles. Will lead you to your Empress. Follow your intuition and that will lead you to your Empress. Look at this. We have the Emperor and we have the Empress. You're being guided. You are being guided. Oh my goodness. Totally being guided. Can you tell us more? Can you tell us more for Scorpio? Can you clarify? Ooh, well. See, you're being guided. You're being guided to love. Real love. Emotions. You're being guided to real love. See? Look. Look. Oh my goodness. Ships coming in. Looking for the ships to come in. Somebody's being guided. They're not seeing what they're being shown. Or maybe they think it's someone else. It's okay. That may be it. You are being guided. Your ships are there. Right, they've put somebody right in front of you. They've put them right flipping in front of you. This can be happiness. This person will make you happy because you'll make each other happy. There will be a bounty, a harvest. Because this has got the divine on it. I'm drawn to those, the angel and the high priestess. This is happy home, happy life. I mean, that's a lot of emotion. you tell us more? Is there more? Is there more? Okay, somebody... Okay, well, we've done determined this is for an emperor. This is for a male, this reading is. Because an empress is not going to reach out. You know, they may... Doesn't mean that they're non-social, but they're not going to make that first, you know, initial move. Because they know that... Look at that on the bottom. Because they know their worth and their value. They're not chasing. You have a potential for a new lover. Oh my goodness. This is a mother. This is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. This is someone who's nurturing, giving, caring, loving, loves nature. I'm getting nature. Drawn to the bunny. I'm drawn to the growth. This is someone who can grow. They can grow. They can grow a family. They can grow whatever needs to be grown. But this is someone, I'm drawn to the gray. That tells me this is someone with life lessons. Yeah, it is someone with life lessons. In other words, you have to make the first move. This person won't move on you. This person won't do it because they're an empress. They're not going to speak until they're spoken to. And, you know, in a correct way. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Somebody, their ships is coming in. Their ships is coming in. This is awesome, and I'm not sure about these. I've got to check them. No. Too many fell, and they just did not fill them. Okay, let's see. Where else do we want? Okay, let's go right. Whoops. Let's go right here. The Good Tarot deck. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, this is so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's awesome to see that someone's ship is coming in. But the thing is you can't miss it. You see, that's the thing. You may miss the ship coming in if you take a wrong path. A lot of people be wanting to be a Scorpio today. Me, I'm mainly, you know, if I resonate with the reading, it's usually Sagittarius or Aquarius. 8 of Air. Oh. Being guided. You know, this is like, okay, this is our card in the normal tarot where the boat is taking the woman and child away. Somebody's being guided. You see these feathers falling? You may be seeing feathers. You may be... There's loads of ways of getting messages. Feathers is one. You know, finding feathers. Seeing animals has meaning. Seeing numbers. Numbers has synchronicity. This reading is a message. Yeah, you're being guided. You just have to see. You see how she is trying to aim perfectly to toss those feathers down. Just got to be open to see. Or you could miss your one. Can you tell us more? See, it's like you're being guided to this person. This moves you on your path. It's like moving together with someone that's meant for you. Someone at the same caliber. You know, Emperor and Empress. See on the bottom? Empress. Okay. You're going to have to use your intuition. You're going to have to use your intuition because you have several different choices here in front of you. It's not going to be easy. One of these choices, you see, we have smile, another smile, and another smile. But we have this one big pearl. That's your Empress. You're going to be facing different choices. And you have to make the right choice. You have to choose the right one. You're going to have to use your intuition. You know, that's lit around the head for a reason. I mean, that's candles, you know. That's right next to hair. Hair can go up in flames, you know, especially if it's one of those days where you got hairspray in your hair. It's highlighted. You really have to look. You see how she's looking? You have to look, and you are going to have to assess, because you're going to have choices here. And really take a step back and look and to make your choice, because if you choose wrong, then, you know, it could be that pattern over again. I mean, the one that it feels like you're walking away from. Or it could be that you just won't be happy. But if you choose the way you normally choose, then that's your pattern. You won't look at the same. If you normally look at a woman for her body, because we're talking to a masculine here. If you look at a woman and you normally talk to her because you have looked at her body, well, then you need to look different this time. If, you know, you normally talk to a woman who goes out to bars, you know, if that's where you're meeting them, then maybe you need to look in a different place. It's that type of thing that you really need to assess, and you need to not be the same way you were with all of the others. There's something that kept you in that pattern. It's a feeling like you really need to use your head on this one. You're going to have to look at them, and you're really going to have to weigh the differences and, you know, look at what you like about, would you used to pick someone by, basically is what I'm getting, yes. Make your choice and be at peace. Have faith. You see the doves? Have faith and retain your balance. Oh, call. This is a call. Okay. From your higher self to be on the right path. It's time to be on the right path in your life. And, you know, yeah, it is. Because it's, okay, 10 of air. You know, this is being hurt. But look at her. Being hurt. I don't see the swords. I don't see the blood. Because you're still standing. Being able to, you look at her blowing the feather away. Turn away what's not best for your higher good. That's what that is, yes. Because you're being pointed to 10 of cups. 10 of water. That's a lot of love. That's a lot of emotion. So if you get this Empress, then you could have a lot of love, a lot of emotion, and a balanced relationship. The Chariot. The Chariot. You know, there may be a lot of differences between you and this person, because I am drawn to The dark horse and the light horse. That's yin and yang. Does not, you know, that's where you balance one another. Moon. We got the full moon. You know, this full moon is very powerful. Very. And, oh yes, it is. It's an awesome time to release. It's an awesome time to ask. Yeah. See clearly. If you look at the moon, it doesn't look like she can't see. She's looking down. And it's a feeling also that someone is being guided. They're being watched. They're being watched. What are you going to do what I've been trying to show you with these feathers up here? Are you? You know, and then it's also, I mean, that's exactly what it is. Oh my goodness. This is a soul connection. Now, you know, I have struggled about the twin flame thing because I mention it, but I honestly feel more comfortable with soulmate. I don't really feel comfortable with saying twin flame, so you probably won't hear me say it anymore. But this is a soul connection because I'm going to tell you, someone is calling in their soulmate. This is not an angel. Do you see wings? But we have the moon. Someone is calling in their soulmate. And you see that? You do that with the moon. I know, because I asked for a soulmate. I asked for true love, life partner, you know, real. Real. Yeah. And I have faith that I will have that someday. I do. You know, the paths we take along the way, you know, teach you something. But that's somebody that's also called in a soulmate. Look, if they didn't call in a soulmate, they called in a true love. But it's got a soul feel to it. And the angels, yes, this is a soul connection. When you meet a soulmate, you'll know it. There'll just be something. You'll be drawn to one another. There's just something about it that you're going to know it. This is a beautiful reading. Oh my goodness. And it does feel like it's a very strong. See here, you release with the moon. Write it down. Take it out there. I mean, write it all down. Everything. Bad habits, bad patterns, negative behavior, things you're scared of, fears, people from your past, relationships that no longer serve you, anything that is not yours, because you don't want anything that's not yours. I know I don't. I only want what's mine. And that, I feel like that's the problem with a lot of, you know, people, before you know your worth and your value, people don't look at, they don't look at what, you know, with a relationship, and they end up hurting people. And so, release with the moon. Write it down, take it out there, and say it. And burn it. Return the paper to the dirt, because the paper was a tree. And you say thank you to God. Thank you to the universe, you know, higher power, angels. Because a cycle is ending. You see? We have a cycle ending with the world card. There I go. Getting tongue-tied. Sorry. World card. But we have a keyhole here. So, Scorpio, you're being offered a key. But it's up to you. it is up to you to figure out the key, or the door that the key goes to. I'll get that out right here in a minute. Okay, now, romance angels. Romance angels. I'm not taking all of them. That's too many. Yep. Okay. Yes. Oh, part of my cards was over here. Okay. I have a lot of people watching this like, dang. Well, you probably... I'm telling you, this is an emperor. This is a man. This is not a woman. I can feel it. So, probably going to have a lot of women watch this and be like, dadgummit. Yeah, why couldn't it be for a woman? Well, it really is for a woman. Ladies, if you are an empress, if you know your worth and your value, and you are no longer chasing anyone, there you go. This reading could be for you too. You know, cross watchers... Yeah, it can be for you, or if you're a woman and you're a Scorpio even. Because this, you know, Scorpio can be in someone's birth chart. We have many signs in our birth chart. Yeah. Mine is mainly made up of Sagittarius and Aquarius. In other words, I'm different. And I'm happy with it. So, I'm me, and that's what I'm going to be. I'm happy with me. I've been called weird, and you know, I am different. I truly am, but I'm happy. I'm happy, and that's awesome. When you're happy, you find you're happy, find your peace. That's awesome. Okay, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Come on, romance angels. What do you want Scorpio to know? What do you want Scorpio to know, romance angels? What do you want Scorpio to know? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. So if you had something that's went down with your parents, I would suggest, like I said, releasing with the moon and healing that issue. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You know, and if you don't know this person, that can be just saying hello and seeing where it goes. I mean, it can be different for... Even though this is for a man, I feel like this is for many men that have got themselves up to that emperor. You know, the emperor. This is probably someone who owns their own business or is in some kind of authoritative, you know, spot. But, yeah, I feel like this is making that first romantic gesture to someone. And, now, the thing is, though, you know, it's like I watched, I think it's Soul Source, I can't remember her new, Empress TV. I watch her, and, sometimes, and she, you know, normally it's on Soul Source, Tara, but she has a new channel, and, you know, I really enjoyed watching her talk about when we become the Empress, because it took me a long time to get to where, you know, oh my goodness, you know, and, you know, a question was asked, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because this person is got these options here, and if they choose that right one, well, you know, there was a man on there, and he asked, well, how do you approach an empress, though? A woman who doesn't need a man. And, you know, what he was told was, well, you know, just because she don't need one doesn't mean she don't want one. But you could say, hey, you know, talk to her. You know, be real. You know, an empress will expect you to, you know, they're not going, you know, will they put you on a pedestal? Yes, after you put them on a pedestal. Empress is not going to just be, if you want something different, you know, by all means go for someone who's not an empress. You know, when you make this gesture, flowers. If you end up, you know, going out with that person, flowers, like she said, what woman doesn't like flowers? Now, someone with, you know, maybe allergic to flowers doesn't like flowers, but she's right. Women love flowers. They love flowers. Oh my goodness, that's like me. I've got orchids, and I have 2 orchids in there. One is blooming, one is getting ready to pop. Of course, I have loads of flowers outside, but yeah. And for those of you who think, well, this is a long reading, I could have done it in 10 minutes. Well, I'm reading it. So, yeah. Can you tell Scorpio more? Can you give Scorpio more? Feels like there's another one. Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And there you go. That's what I have. That is what I have for you. If this does not resonate, okay. I'm being told to pull this card. It's plastic. The Lovers. You're going to know this is your one. These, I'm seeing them as hearts. You're going to know. It's like when meeting them, there's something is going to be different. You'll know. So, if this does not resonate, don't try to make it fit your life, but do give it a thumbs up. That way, YouTube moves it along, and have an awesome, awesome day. Bye.